Hello friends, welcome to my channel Mindful Convo. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. So in the previous video we have discussed about the locators in the Selenium, and in this video we are going to discuss about the XPath and CSS locators. So firstly we will gonna discuss about the XPath. First of all, what is XPath? XPath helps us to navigate to the XML documents in order to select the individual elements, attributes, etc. Though XPath is the most used locator in Selenium, but it is slower in performance. CSS locator is the fastest locator as compared to the XPath. So we will take another notepad. Okay, let's start. Yes. So we have various XPath syntax. First we can find XPath with the single slash. So what do we mean by the single slash? Basically, single slash is also known as the absolute path. XPath can be created from the start of the document like this: HTML, body, div, then we can give index also, just like this. Then our next is double slash. So basically double slash means the relative path. In order to find the XPath using the double slash, we don't need to start from the start of the document. We have to just add double slash and write the element with which we want to find the tag. Like if I want to find the div element inside the form tag, then I will take the form tag and then write div. Okay, now the other one is single attribute. So if we want to find the element using XPath having a single attribute, then what is its syntax? First of all, we will write double slash tag at attribute and its value. Okay, then multiple attributes. We will use double slash tag at attribute equals to value and another attribute equals to value. Now the other one is and. So if we want to use and, then it is almost same like we are having multiple attributes, but we need to specify the and inside these square braces, and the syntax of and is this. Then we have or. Or means either we need to find the element using this attribute or that attribute. So we need to write or. Now next one is starts with. So starts with, and there is a hyphen between the start with, and if we want to find the element using the start with, then we can also write this. starts with at attribute value. Now the next is text. So tag text and value of the text. Text can also be taken as an attribute. This is a mainly common question asked by the interviewer, that whether text is an attribute or not. So text is not an attribute. Okay, now the other one and the most trickiest one is the following sibling. Okay, so what do we mean by the following sibling? Basically, just like as we can see in the HTML document, then we have a div tag, and after the div tag we have two tags in the same order. So if I am on this tag and I want to come to this tag, then I will use the following sibling. As the name suggests, sibling means either the brothers or the sisters. So here both the A's are the brothers. So if I am on the first A and I want to navigate to the second A, then I will use the following sibling. The syntax of this is tag some attribute, let's say value, and following sibling, a slash, and then we will write following sibling, then double colon, double dots, and the tag name, let's say div. Okay, and the last one is preceding. So its example is, if I am on the last element and I want to go on the parent of it, then we will use the preceding. Okay, and then we have index. Basically, what does the index means? That if I have selected an XPath and it has, and that XPath has 2 or 3 values, so we will use the index just like this. See, div and 1, so it will choose the div at the first option, and if I will do 2, then it will choose the second div. So as we have learned about the XPaths, we can also see that there are various questions related to the locators, like what is dynamic path and what should be the difference between the absolute and the relative path. So this is the dynamic paths, XPaths, that we have studied, and the difference between the absolute and relative path we have covered when we are doing the single slash and the double slash. So that's all for today. So please do keep practicing of these locators so that you will never forget them in near future. Okay guys, goodbye. Stay tuned for the other videos, and in the next video we will going to discuss about the CSS locator. Okay, goodbye.